State Representative Tom Morrison wanted to give you our weekly Springfield update. It's been a really busy week. There were a ton of people here in the Capitol, a lot of people protesting in the Capitol today. Mainly they want more taxes, and our side has tried to say, look, let's address the real spending problem that this state has rather than just constantly going into the well, rather than funding the fundamental issues. Speaker Madigan spoke on the floor today. He introduced his millionaire's tax idea. He said that the additional money would go towards education, which sounds great. Doesn't it sound like the lottery program that was passed in the 70s? They said, oh, this is going to solve our education funding issues. But what we brought up on the floor, I spoke on the floor against this bill and many other Republican members and said, other states have tried this. There was a detrimental impact to the state's budget. There might have been a temporary infusion of money, but you just made your state less attractive to people who have done well, to small business owners, to farmers. And we don't want to do that. We want to draw people to this state. We want them to be taxpayers in Illinois, not drive them out. We brought up the fact that 3,000 millionaires left Chicago last year. We also talked about property taxes. Even though the bill failed, Representative Franks brought up a bill that would freeze property taxes, obviously a huge issue in our area. I brought up on the floor the District 15 10-year contract that was passed by the school board. Outrageous. This is why, while we believe in local control, and there are some local units of government that are responsible, we've got to rein in the spending of the bad actors. And this would have been a way to do it, but it did not have enough votes. Harper College came down. Some students from Harper, we talked about school issues, MAP funding, so that was a fruitful discussion. And lastly, I want to talk about the issue that I have brought up before, and that is the locker room, bathroom access issue. My bill is pretty much stalled, even though I have about 30 co-sponsors from both parties. The other side of this issue, there are some sponsors who brought up a competing bill that would undermine our bill. What their bill would allow is an individual could change their birth certificate without actually having surgery on their body to change or to attempt to change their anatomy. And I think it's a bad idea. We actually had some parents come down from the area, from Palatine and Schaumburg and what have you. And so if you just pan over here and just take a look, they were here to, you know where I stand on this issue, but they came down to talk about, to other legislators, why this issue is so important to them. And so I'm just really grateful they came down. If you want to just all say hello to everybody back home. But this is what it's all about, citizens participating in their government, making their voices heard. And thanks again for watching.